You don't want any milk in yours? It's a little weird. No, it's fine. No, I'm really glad you're still here. You're definitely one of my top 10 favorite cousins. Did you? You're so sweet. Did you shower last night? You didn't, yeah. No, it's okay. It doesn't bother me at all. It looks dry. It looks really dry. There you go. Wow, it's nice having you around. You what? What?
You think I'm the prettiest cousin in our family?
Stop!
You're so stupid!
What is it?
I make the best YouTube videos out of everyone in this house, including Mr. Mangobutt.
Honey,
You should, what?
why do you like this?
Whoa, don't steal his... Come on, dude, you're just gonna let him steal your cereal like that?
Honey?
Yeah.
Like, this is really alarming.
I think you look more attractive today, Dan. Whatever you're doing, I don't know if it's a new skincare routine. I don't know what it is.
It's working.
You look so good, Dandan.
I feel like you've also said a lot more intellectual stuff today than ever before. Oh, why aren't you wearing this t-shirt? It's a new t-shirt I got.
That's the sponsor of the day.
All right. Good morning, my loves. Welcome back to today's vlog. Me and Dan here are ready to eat our breakfast. And before we get today's vlog started, I just want to roll the clip for today's sponsor of the day.
Probably the best sponsor
I've ever had.
Sponsor video that you guys will ever see on this channel. It's so responsible, so humble.
Wow.
So humble.
This company, Mr. Mangobutt, wanted me to play this footage that they created for this sponsorship. When I say I endorse the product.
When I say I love the product.
It's really up to you, okay? I'm just gonna roll that clip. Thank you for Mr. Mangobutt for sponsoring today's vlog.
Good morning, my loves. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're doing another vlog.
Sorry. A lot of you guys say I wear very boring stuff. It's always black shirts. Everything looks the same. You know, I want to see what the kids are wearing today. So I bought this honey shirt and I've been wearing it for the last 2 minutes. And I gotta say, it's comfortable. There's nothing wrong with it. It fits nicely. It's really warm. It's comfortable. It's okay. I started to realize, you know, this is not really me. And I think as I grow older, I realized that instead of following the trend as what the other kids are wearing, you gotta be, but you have to embrace who you really are. Even though I try to fit in, you know, all the TikTokers and the e-boys,
I try to do all of that.
it doesn't feel right. I'm back in my closet and I'm gonna change. I think I found the one.
But it feels kind of cold, no? Anybody else feels cold?
There's a pocket here, which you will find. I'm just kidding, but check it out. I'm gonna link it below. There's gonna be a black phone case as well, so check it out. Yeah, with that, let's get to the most boring video you guys will ever see.
Now that you guys just watched the video from our wonderful sponsors of today, Mr. Mangobutt, I just want to say...
Wow!
I just want to say, if you guys are interested, make sure to click the link in the description. There is a black t-shirt, there is a black hoodie, and a black phone case. And for some very, very cool, edgy reason, they all say 1 of 69. I thought Mr. Mangobutt was a family-friendly company. I guess they're a lot edgier than I thought.
Super.
Super edgy.
Link in the description. Make sure to check them out. Do they get a discount
No.
I also heard that their biggest competitors, Honey, is also
Honey merch.
is also first week of July sale of Beats. I mean, technically, I wasn't supposed to talk about their competitors, but it's okay. I think the company.
No, we're not really competitors.
What do you mean? Why? Why are we not competitors?
It's like you're comparing,
You know, just two different leagues.
I'm embarrassed. What are you doing to Dandan? What are you doing to Dandan?
sorry, I'm just a product placement here.
Okay, just a product.
I'm just a model.
I don't think I agreed to that.
It's okay. This is sponsored.
Thank you. Welcome for sponsoring today's. Look at us. We're a couple. Oh my god, you want to see the saddest thing? Bro. Literally sitting next to Dandan. That's fucking sad, bro.
Do you want to talk about it? Welcome to the video that you want to hear about why Dandan left. You want to hear about the tea, the drama, the nastiness. We got into a fight. My mom and I, we hate each other now. Honestly, maybe that'd be better. That'd be a much better climactic story, but also it'd be much better for my mental health because I'd be like,
You know what? Go back to Georgia. I don't even like you guys.
but no, I'm really sad. My mom and Dandan officially left, and I'm so freaking sad. I think I was a lot sadder than the day that they left and maybe like the day after, but I took a couple days off to just like collect my thoughts and collect my feelings and get back to my normal self because it's so strange. I knew that the minute that they came here, it's like predetermined. We've already discussed it. It's been a conversation on the table. Nobody's moving in, but I am never emotionally ready when people leave. Even with Patricia, it was like if Corona wasn't happening, she wouldn't even have stayed here for a couple weeks, but because of everything going on in the world and because it only made sense for everybody's health, she ended up staying for a couple weeks, and that was literally the predetermined amount, was just like 2 weeks, right? And when she left, I was freaking heartbroken for literally no reason, even though we had already discussed that she's not moving in. And that's exactly how I feel with my mom and Dandan. It's just really sad. I know you guys are probably more sad than me because like even though I'm sad, I keep trying to convince myself, well, it's like not that big of a deal because they're family. Every time I leave Georgia, I get really sad that I'll miss my family, but at the same time, like
They ain't going nowhere.
my mom came because of Corona, and then Dandan came before Corona happened and all of the travel restrictions, and he was only supposed to stay for 2 weeks, which ended up turning into
2 years.
2 years.
We raised him.
No, it ended up turning into like 2-3 months.
Feels longer.
Yeah, it was a long time.
Which is why he ended up wearing the same thing a lot of times.
Really, he wasn't ready. That was kind of the silver lining, I guess, to everything going on in the world, that I was like, oh, at least I get to spend some time that I don't think I would have been able to with my cousin and my mom. And now that everything is opening back up in Georgia, which is so shitty and so crazy because Corona's not really getting better.
Getting worse.
It's getting so much worse, and the numbers are rising. My mom has to go back because she works as a ping pong teacher, and they're opening back up. Dan is going back to Georgia with her since she's going. His family, his parents are there. He lives in Georgia. They left a couple days ago. I really wanted to vlog it, and I even wanted to do like a video with Dan, but then every single time I wanted to do it, it just felt so official. Anything that we would say would just sound so weird and official, so we were just like, nah, let's not do it. And we ended up spending a couple days just eating everything that we could. Like my mom was like, I need to eat Din Tai Fung, I need to eat Hai Di Lao before I leave. We didn't go into the restaurants, we just did takeout and then disinfected everything and then came home and ate it. And it was crazy because even airports, it's just different. Like I wanted to do like a goodbye vlog and like have a little montage being like, bye bitch. But then when you go out to the airport these days, it's just crazy. It just didn't seem appropriate to like have my gloves on and my mask on and waving at my mom who's like just concerned. It's been really nice and really shitty. I would say probably the biggest thing that I was nervous about was my anxiety. Having just, again, 2 people in the house, I felt like I was gonna start kind of freaking out again and feeling like I had to overcompensate by constantly being alert, which I have been doing because the craziest thing happened. The day that they left, I was laying down on this couch that we've been sleeping in because the couch makes me feel a lot less anxious. I feel like I have eyes and ears everywhere, and sometimes I'll even play all of the security cameras on the TV while I fall asleep because I can just open my eyes and see what's going on everywhere. We've been laying on the couch, and I remember the lights were off.
And this was the night that they left.
Yeah, and he was like, it's gonna be okay, babe. Like, I'm so excited it's just us two and I can grab your boob whenever I want to.
Did not say that.
Yeah, and I was like, they are lumptious. And I'm like, I don't know, I just feel kind of uncomfortable. I just kind of feel a little anxious. And he's like, it's gonna be okay. Remember what we said. Go through the thought process. Is it a rational thought? And I'm like going through the 4 steps, and then all of a sudden we hear a chopper, a helicopter that sounds so fucking loud that I thought that shit was trying to land into our pool. Like,
There's
it was
always chopper here though.
Yeah,
But
there's
the difference
always
is
choppers.
it was like it never leaves. Circling and circling and circling.
Yeah, no, but this one was weird too. So ever since Corona, I will say we've seen an influx in helicopters, like noises. But it's never something that's concerning. It's never something that circles. It seems like they're like surveying the area and then leaving, right? It's never like a, let me keep surveying because some shit's going down. And this one was kind of circling. And then it was getting louder and louder and louder to the point where it felt like it was like literally on top of our house. And I remember being like, honey, this one's weird. Like, you have to admit it's weird because every other time this is our house, this is the helicopter. And I'm like, right now, it feels like this is the helicopter. And he's like, honey, let's go through the 4 steps again. And I'm like,
How dare you tell me to ask myself if this is a rational thought?
meanwhile, a helicopter is trying to land in our roof. I have this really crazy app that like it tells you pretty much what's going on police scanners. And so I open the app because I'm like, you know what? He's probably right. At the end of the day, he's probably right, and it's my anxiety, and the helicopter is maybe like a million miles away, and I'm just like extra sensitive to all these sounds and sights and smells. And so I pull up my phone and I pull up the app. It said there is my biggest fear, the reason for all of my anxiety, my nightmare. It said that there was a home invasion like 100 feet away from us. And 100 feet means like one of my neighbors is getting invaded right now. It could be me for all I know, and I don't even freaking know it. I'm showing my fiance, I'm like, look at it! And he's like, so there is a gun right next to me, honey, you know? I'm gonna go turn on the lights. I'm like, yeah, you go turn on the lights. So we're sitting there and we're just hearing this helicopter for what feels like forever.
I honestly think it was probably like a minute or 2.
And then the helicopter leaves. And now later on, I'm trying to figure out what's happening. Like, did they catch the person who invaded the neighbor's house? And also which neighbor? Because I mean, I'm not really good friends with our neighbors, but I know our neighbors. And just the fact that when you know someone and something so traumatic happens to them, you start being like worried for them. So I'm like,
yeah.
I hope it wasn't this neighbor because I know she's a little bit more elderly and ill, and so I keep getting on these updates. And this update, they can have like local people comment and like update people on what's going on. I even heard rumors that sometimes police will comment because they know citizens are watching. There was a comment that was like, so I'm actively still listening to the police scanner, which is like a public network, and you can just listen to the police talking to each other on their radios. And they said that a mom and daughter came home really late, around 1 a.m. and I think they forgot their keys into their own house, and I think they were trying to wake up one of the residents because they weren't picking up their phone of their own house. So let's say their husband or their brother or their son, and they were trying to wake them up because they're not picking up the phone. And another neighbor saw it, thought it was a home invasion, and immediately was like, my life is in danger. And so he decided to go into his closet.
And this is a neighbor
That his house wasn't even being knocked on, decided to go into a closet, and he starts calling 911 and saying that he's terrified for his life, which honestly I'm not judging him because I would have done the same thing. And he said that he was terrified for his life, and so they sent a chopper, and so that chopper was just flying around, and I can already just imagine the mom and the daughter just like,
Why is there a helicopter shining this bright light at us?
I live here. They had sent a bunch of police and a helicopter, which technically should ease my anxiety that we have such paranoid neighbors.
Worst timing.
And the worst part is my fiance's face during all of this. It's like, it's okay, honey. Okay, so hold my hand. Let's go through the thought process together. Okay, is this a rational fear? Okay. is this a biased thought that you're having? And then I'm like looking at my phone. I show him. He's like, okay, I'm gonna turn on the lights. Okay, turns on the lights. He's like holding his gun.
So is this still a rational fear?
I'm like, I think so. Yeah, bitch. This is how crazy we are and my anxiety is, right? We have 3 different security systems going on, right? After learning about BTK, do y'all know about BTK? He's a serial killer who used to work for a security company that would break into women's homes and then assault them and kill them because he worked for the security company, so he knew how to bypass the security company. And so we have like 3 different systems run by different companies running at the same time, just in case. I gave my mom the password and access online to one of them, and that one just does outside perimeter of our house, so it doesn't get any of the inside of our house, because
That'd be weird.
and so she can watch the outside of our house in case anything happens, so she can always survey us, even in Georgia. She can call the cops if someone's being suspicious, just extra eyes and ears. But she has been using it for the wrong thing. Okay, because I will get a package and she'll call me and she'll be like,
What'd you order from Amazon?
I'm like, what? And then I'll get another package and I'll go out and grab it and she'll be like, did you wipe down the cardboard? I'm like, yes. And she's like, did you wash your hands 30 seconds with soap? I'm like, yes, I did. Earlier today, did you stop in front of the front door for a couple seconds?
I
Like
don't
looking
know.
at the front door on your phone or something? Like my mom's imagination is crazier than mine. I think that's
What do
where I
you
get
mean?
it from. Because my mom called me this morning when you were taking the dogs out, and she called me and she's like, are you okay? And I was like, why wouldn't I be okay? And she's like, did you get into a fight? I was like, why would I get into a fight? Like, that's so random. And she's like, oh, I don't know if the camera froze, but I think your fiance was standing in front of the front door for a couple seconds, like longer than you would just normally go in. And I think you were looking at your phone because I tried to look at the footage again because I was like, this better not be frozen footage, right? And she's like, no, he was just standing in front of the front door looking at something, and I thought you got mad at him and locked him out. And I was like,
Oh, what?
literally, what? Yeah, and she's like, I was just worried. I was like,
What?
when have I
Oh,
ever
yeah.
locked him out of the house?
Exactly.
When have you ever let me out?
That's a long, convoluted way of saying they're gone. I will say there are some bright sides. I feel free. Can I say that? I don't want anyone to take it the wrong way. It's not like they were like roommates, it's family, so it's a little different. And I love having them around, but it's definitely freeing.
Yeah. Feels like we moved out for the first time.
Yeah.
Again.
I've been running around butt naked sometimes. And what I mean by butt naked, I mean no shorts. Okay? My fiance literally tried to convince me the other night. He's like,
Let's just run around butt naked.
so if you guys ever wonder what happens in this house when we're not on camera, we're just running around butt naked. So, welcome to the first vlog of just us 2 in the house. How does it feel, honey? What are your thoughts?
I'm good. I feel good.
It's my mom is watching. You're heartbroken.
So much.
I'm gonna show you guys, this has been my setup. I have been sleeping on this side. He has been sleeping on that side. It's just kind of a thing. We like sleeping on the couch when nobody else is home. And we have officially let go and let live. And this dog has been sleeping on the couch with me. Also, this one was my mom's golden baby, even though all she does is leave nuggets of poop everywhere. But my mom spoiled the shit out of her. And Mango is literally so sad. She will literally walk us to my mom's room. So Mango does this thing where she'll look at you and then she'll walk somewhere and then look back at you, and it makes you think that she's trying to teach you something. So a lot of the time she'll do that when her water bowl is empty, or when she thinks like there's a toy somewhere. She'll walk you towards that area and make you look for something to help her. And she'll constantly do this and go to the room that my mom was staying in and just try to like tap on the door, and if we open it, she'll go in, sniff around, and then come back looking so dejected. It's so depressing. Cheers, mates. Pour one out for both of them because they have abandoned me. Honestly, I'm turning into exactly what I feared turning into, but let me show you something. I think this is when you know that your parents have kind of officially given up on you, when they don't think that you'll ever be successful in life and they think that you're kind of an utter disappointment. This is exactly how you know. When you're 24 years old and your mom comes over and then she does this shit.
Your queso expires in November, and I have a feeling you'll forget.
So here you go, November 2020. She labeled everything. My Parmesan expires. The fact that I'm like 9, I'm like January, February, March, April. Okay, I get it.
September.
She even labeled a side dish she made us as just fish. Yeah, she has really big hopes for my future. She thinks that I'm a very capable individual. With that being said, I don't think I'm gonna eat any leftovers today because I feel like we've been eating Korean food for a while, and although I love it so much, I kind of want to try this thing, which I ordered before she left, and guess what? She labeled them. I ordered these because these are all the hype on TikTok right now, and they're called miracle noodles, okay? And I feel like I've always known these. I feel like I've talked about these like since 3-4 years ago, but you know what? It's fine. I'm not gonna flex. These are just kind of like shirataki noodles, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they are shirataki noodles. I think they're crunchy. I think they taste fresh. I feel like sometimes when you're not, I mean, don't get me wrong, I freaking love noodles, and most of the time I'll choose noodles over shirataki noodles, but sometimes you just crave like a noodly dish, but you don't want to feel that weight. Like you don't want to feel like right after. Like you don't want to just right after. You kind of want to, like, I don't know, be an active human after. So you're like, you know, I know what'll hit the spot. Shirataki noodles.
Do they taste like bean sprout?
No, they taste like...
It tastes like bean sprout, huh?
Yeah, bean sprout. So I've officially drained the noodles, and it's a little different from the shirataki noodles that I get, because that one you want to rinse in water. It has a really intense smell, but this one you just kind of, I'm like, you just plop it onto your fucking plate. That does not look appetizing. But you know what? I was gonna say something about summer bod, but who the hell is summer bodding right now when all of this shit is going down in the world? Nobody's summer bod. We're gonna add in these little packets. This really makes me feel like I'm in the future and I am like a fitness guru. I'm like, okay, so now we're gonna add in our bone broth powder.
It's our 10 grams of protein paleo.
Stick of,
What?
oh gosh. I don't wanna do too much because then I think it'll be a really bad taste. Wow, it really smells like their dog food, not gonna lie. So I added like a 3/4 cup of water into each. Oh, you know, just casually mixing with some BISS sticks.
I think I've made a horrible mistake.
Can you call my mom? I'm scared. Tell her to pick me up.
I
Yeah.
don't want that.
Well, it's your dinner, so,
Call your mom, pick me up, please.
Ooh, what a appetizing, yummy, delicious Michelin star meal bits.
Honey, you go first.
No,
No, you go first.
You go first.
Honey, we're adults. Just eat your food.
Fine, I'll go first. It's gonna be fine.
Oh my god, what is that smell? I can't eat this.
The sauce is weird, no?
Tastes like poison.
It tastes like very artificial, very gross.
Mommy!
This feels like a weird meal replacement. We have put this big giant bed right up to the sofa so that she can feel like she's sleeping on the sofa with us, which she's not. Dog number 2 is in here.
I love you.
So I'm gonna show you guys my nighttime setup. Welcome to my bedroom tour 2020 bits. I don't know what it is. Something about this setup reminds me of just like a super cozy. I grab one of my fuzzy blankets and I put it on the bottom.
Because I want a burrito myself.
And I really like having this thing on the side of me. I feel like it gives me a lot of protection.
It feels like it's bulletproof when it's obviously just a bunch of fluff.
And then I put my pillow down. And then this one is my fiance's pillow because he's super Asian and he does not use a pillow. And it's the weirdest thing ever. And then he acts like I'm the fucking weird one because anytime he comes over to my side of the bed to cuddle, he's like, what is this thing? I'm like, that's a pillow. Everybody uses one. You're the weird one. And he's like, it's weird. I don't like it. I don't like it. My neck. I'm like, okay, you need to chill.
Pillow's overrated.
No, it's not. Tiger sleeps with me. I put another one here because I do this thing where I put my butt up against the side and I am currently actively bleeding, so.
You don't put it like across?
Oh, I should do that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my favorite part. I'll be sleeping and then I'll just stick my foot in between the cracks.
That's fucking weird.
And it's so good. Then I get this blanket. This is the most whack bedroom tour ever.
He's so cute.
Oh my gosh. Wow. This beats a bed every day. A mattress ain't got nothing on this.
You know, there should be a bed that hugs you, right?
Like a mattress that comes up on the side that's like kind of connected.
Yeah, and then on this side too.
That seems like a jail cell.
And then one on top of you.
It's like a coffin.
And mangoes usually sleep right here. And then I sleep right here. My head's right there. My body lays down this way.
And then if he sleeps right here, here, the perfect position is he goes like this and grabs my boots.
I don't do that.
It's the other way.
It's in Stephanie's dreams. All right, I'm ready for bed.
Me too. Please leave it in the comments. Would you choose a sofa over your bed? I mean, I feel like there's got to be a lot of people that would do that. I think that's going to be it for today's video because I'm getting really sleepy. I need to go shower. I need to go.
We need to shout out to today's sponsor of the day.
The most responsible black t-shirt in the market.
What type of person would buy this shirt?
Just someone who has a personality. Someone with taste.
Ooh, I like that one. Okay.
Someone with...
All right, we get it. We get it. Okay, it's linked in the description. We get it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know a lot of you guys are going to be sad that Dandan and my mom are gone, but trust me, I have some very interesting things planned, and hopefully Miss Rona will be over, and maybe I can eventually visit them in Georgia too. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.